What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the TF Movie Show. This is just a web series where we're talking about the Transformers live-action movie franchise. This is episode number 8, and in this episode, I'm going to do a little bit of a commentary on the plethora of news that we have for Transformers Bumblebee. And this was on TFW2005.com, and they posted a couple of articles regarding the movie, and I'm going to talk about it in the order that the news was posted. So the first thing is that Jess Harnell will be reprising his role as Barricade in Transformers Bumblebee. This is exciting news because it actually fills in the blank as to which Decepticons are appearing in Transformers Bumblebee. Now, we do know that there's going to be 4 characters, one of which is Bumblebee, one of which is Starscream, and now the other one is Barricade. Now, there's a third character. Now, I do remember reading something about Optimus Prime is going to, or at least Peter Cullen's going to be voicing Optimus Prime, but I don't think that's the 4th character. Who is that 4th character? We really don't know. Could it be an Autobot? Could it be another Decepticon? I kind of like the idea of it being another Decepticon. As much as I would love to see Prowl or Cliffjumper, I would rather it be another Decepticon. That way, the odds are against Bumblebee. That way he's outnumbered, and it makes it a little bit more exciting. But in any case, I'm really excited to see Jess Harnell back as Barricade. I'm excited to see Barricade back in the movie, in this franchise, because, well, we got to see him in the first film, the 2007 movie, and that was a little bit of a teaser. People got excited, but they didn't exactly get the fight or the brawl that they really wanted to see between Bumblebee and Barricade. And then he just briefly appeared in Transformers Dark of the Moon, and he got killed by a nest. And then we saw him again in Transformers Last Night, and we were excited about that, but then all it was a car chase. So it wasn't really a full-on robot-on-robot battle. Now we could probably see that. I don't know. I want to get my hopes up, but I kind of don't want to set myself up for disappointment. But I'm thinking, why wouldn't they do a robot-on-robot battle? This is a great opportunity to really show and give some context as to how they know each other in the first film. And that is because they did some serious battle, some serious robot rumble in another story, in another time, in the 80s. So that would be very, very cool to see that. I'm looking forward to that. But I'm also curious, who's that 4th Transformers? Now, the second post from that was on TFW2005.com is Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner. He was speaking about the Transformers live-action movie franchise, like the future of it, at the 34th Annual Bernstein Strategic Decisions Conference. Now, I really don't know what this conference is about, but this is an opportunity for him to talk about the future of the franchise. So, at the ultimately, the questions, there were only 3 questions, but ultimately what the person asking the question wants to know is Bumblebee a reboot, and what is going to happen in the future, and what's up with that the 2019 release date that was pulled. And Brian Goldner never really answers the questions in the way the fans want to hear. Like, he doesn't really give us a straight answer. He just really gives us a really positive answer that makes the company look good. And that is by saying, like, hey, we're looking forward to the future. Bumblebee is a character that's really celebrated by a lot of kids and fans, and now we're going to see the history of it. The 80s, it was a really, really great time. So, people love that, and I think people are going to be really excited for what we have to offer. The movie has a lot of heart. Haley Steinfeld is great. All that mumbo jumbo. And it's stuff that we've really heard before in different words, but it doesn't really answer the question as to if this is really a reboot. Are they rebooting the franchise? And he says that they aren't, because we know what a reboot actually means. A reboot means that they're starting all over again. And he says they're not doing that. But what I think he actually means is that we're not going to actually say it's a reboot, but we're looking at a new direction which could actually save the franchise, whether it's starting all over again or not. They don't know yet. They're actually still waiting for the success of Bumblebee to happen before they can actually make that final decision. Now, as for that 2019 release date, he says that, that 2019 release date was actually for the home video release of Bumblebee, because we just want to assure fans that it is coming to home video in 2019. Okay, that was a really cheap save. I guess it just I guess it just doesn't sound good if they say that, oh, we're just pulling it because, well, the first one didn't do well. I mean, we don't want to say it. I mean, the last one didn't do well, Transformers Last Night. We don't want to say that, but we'll cover it up with this. But actually, we just pulled it. But as for the future of the franchise, he said that, you know, there are more Transformers movies to come. We're just kind of re-strategizing. We're just kind of looking in to see what we can do for the future. So, you know, don't get too disappointed. There are more films coming. We just don't know when we're gonna do them. But everything all comes down to the success of Bumblebee. All right. Moving on, the last thing I want to talk about is trailer news. When is that trailer coming? When is the very first trailer for Bumblebee coming? And apparently, based on his Twitter account of Once Noticias from Mexico, it's a Mexican Twitter account. It says that on Tuesday, June 5th, the first trailer of the movie Bumblebee will be released. And somehow I'm just not excited. It's not that I'm not excited to see the trailer, but you know, it's kind of like one of those things where I'll believe it when I see it, because this is not like an official direct source. It's not Paramount announcing it. It's not Hasbro announcing it. It's definitely not Travis Knight announcing it. So, you know, like, I don't feel excited. You know, I don't even know if it's really coming out, but it's not that I think that they're lying. It's not that they're posting out false information. It's just that I myself, I don't feel excited when I don't hear from an official source. So I'm just gonna wait till it comes out, and then I'll be excited, and then I'll talk about it. But for now, I'm not going to say, everybody, you know, mark your calendars. I'm not gonna say that anymore, just because, like, I would just prefer to see it from an official source, because we've had many people and fans talking about, like, oh, we're getting a trailer on CinemaCon, we're getting a trailer on whatever licensing expo, we're getting a trailer or whatever, but none of that is true, right? So I would just rather prefer it when an official source says it before I get too excited, and that's why I'm not excited. Like I said, it's not that I don't believe it. It's not that I think that the guy's lying or has false information. It's just that I've been so desensitized to the point where, you know what, when it comes, it comes. I'm not gonna like freak out about it. I'm not gonna count down to it unless I know for sure that it's actually happening. So there you have it. Anyways, well, you guys can keep your eyes open for that trailer, but I'll see it when I see it. Anyways, what do you guys think about this whole reboot talk? You know, they really don't have anything to say. But most importantly, who do you think that fourth character is? Who do you think that third Decepticon is going to be? Or do you think it's actually going to be an Autobot? If so, let me know who you think it is. I think, you know, there's some pretty obvious choices. So I'm more actually interested in which Decepticon would it actually be. Because I think that'll make the movie way more exciting when Bumblebee is just completely outnumbered. 3-1, that's going to be a pretty big battle. And that's going to be a battle where he actually, you know, we could have like really nail-biting moments where we're like, oh my god, is he gonna survive? I mean, we know he's gonna survive, but at that moment, if you're absorbed in the film, you're like, oh my god, you're really rooting for that character. I think that'll make for a greater film. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. Let me know your feedback on the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.